Episode 10 of The Night Agent Season 2 starts with a flashback to 8 years ago when Jacob met Anthony Ming at an event. Anthony was curious as to why Jacob kept a low profile, giving hefty donations to different philanthropic endeavors. He was also hoping to get some financial boost from Jacob, but the latter suggests a different deal. He offers to find something to edge out Anthony's competition. The night action calls for backup from all government agencies, and it is all hands on deck at the UN. They start by clearing civilians. Mosley allows Peter to gear up and promises to talk to him later. Rose worries why everyone seems angry at Peter and is disappointed he got caught up with Jacob's slash. In the meantime, Rose starts behind with Mosley at the monitor while the others hid inside the building. They try to clear out as many people as possible while the other team works to disarm the poison set on the HVAC. Marcus and his men put a trigger on each banister, so they have to be careful. As the police evaluate the building, Rose helps to identify Marcus' crew. One of Marcus's men is arrested, and some are killed, but Marcus manages to escape. After clearing the building, Rose realizes one of the banisters is missing. The bomb squad also informs them that Marcus intentionally set the banisters to go off during the lunch hour. He also set them to go off once the power usage hit 200 kilowatt-hour. Rose uses Adverse to find Marcus. They get a lead that he might be going to Sloane's penthouse at Winfield Hotel. Rose and Peter arrive to find Sloane being held hostage, and she tries to warn them she is in danger. Thanks to Rose's help, Peter kills Marcus, and they rush to stop the last banister from going off. Unfortunately, they don't have enough time to evaluate the full building. Catherine works with the manager to try to close the HVAC in the building. Sadly, 3 floors have an issue, and it is taking longer than usual to close their HVAC. Simultaneously, Rose and Peter are running out of time. Rose remembers what Cole said about using fire to suck the oxygen to stop the K.X spread. They use cleaning supplies and flammable items to cause a fire in the HVAC system. Thankfully, the manager and Catherine also managed to close the vents on the 3 remaining floors. After saving the day, he talks to Rose and explains he is turning himself in. He makes her promise not to come chase after him again. He is worried that he will lose her, and being close to her only endangers her life. Rose is sad but agrees to part ways, never to look for each other again. Catherine takes Peter in, and Mosley questions him several times. Peter takes full accountability and confesses to everything he did when he went rogue. He is kept in the holding cell, in the safe house, for a while as Catherine and Mosley figure out what to do with him. In the meantime, Jacob uses the file Peter got to swing the election in Governor Hagen's favor by exposing his opponent's involvement with Victor Bala's case. Nora and her mom receive asylum and some money to reimburse them for their loss. Nora finds the Americans' low valuation of her brother's life offensive. Still, she tries to look on the optimistic side and gets a job at the library. Sadly, her mom gets depressed after losing her son. Rose pays her a visit at the library, and they catch up. Rose mentions that she has not seen or heard from Peter since the K.X incident. After contemplating for a while, Catherine and Mosley agree to free Peter and wipe his slate clean if he helps them find evidence against Jacob. They are aware that Jacob has swung the election in his favor, and Governor Hagens will win the presidency and become Jacob's puppet. Even though this is a secret undercover mission with high risks, Peter agrees to do it. Catherine comes clean about investigating Peter's father and assures him that he is not his father. The show ends with Peter outside the White House, glad to get a second chance. Thanks to the efforts of multiple police agencies, the threat is neutralized and the Bala family gets a befitting ending. Season 2 leaves us confused about the possibility of Peter ever reuniting with Rose. At this point, everything looks bleak for the couple and they see no way to a happy ending. It was a bittersweet moment, but it felt necessary at the time. This season also took Peter deep into a dark place as he battles between the gray areas of the job. His relationship with Rose leads him to make a few wrong moves, but in hindsight, he also helped blow the case open. At the end of the day, Peter makes the same mistake his dad did, but for the right reasons. In his case, does the end justify the means? Still, Catherine and Mosley give him another chance, and if you ask us, he deserves it. Season 2 perfectly sets the stage for the next mission, which will probably see Peter heading back to the White House. It will be interesting to see how Jacob uses Peter and how Peter betrays him in the end. In the back of his mind, Jacob should know that it will take a lot more to break Peter. He must have a plan. In the finale, we also see Governor Hagen grow a pair and subtly point out he is not willing to be Jacob's puppet forever. Will he pose problems for Jacob, and how will the latter handle that? There is a lot to look forward in the next season. Our only prayer is that Netflix quickly drops the release date.